The Libertarian Party will be opposing the Crimes Amendment Places of Worship Bill 2025, just as we will be opposing all the anti-speech bills being proposed today and the even more egregious anti-speech amendments being proposed by what I'm calling today the illiberal party. This bill criminalises the blocking of access to places of worship and gives the police greater powers to disperse unapproved protests near places of worship. It did initially occur to me that this could be one part of this suite of bad bills that we could consider supporting. But that uncertainty dissipated when, at the crossbench briefing on Tuesday morning, I asked the Attorney-General, Michael Daly, how many incidents in New South Wales in the past 12 months fall into this category? How many protests have there been out the front of a place of worship? And the Attorney-General, the drafter of this bill, says, oh, he couldn't think of any. Now, the Leader of the Opposition did correctly in his speech. He did mention that there was an incident not far from here, out the front of the Grand Synagogue. Now, my understanding was that wasn't a pretty incident, but there was a pro-Palestinian protest going past, and they paused for a few minutes and they were moved on. That's the only example that I can think of. So I really don't know. Look, people don't want to have a protest out the front of a place of worship because it's bad PR for the protest. Now, as the Honourable Emma Hurst said, look, there will be occasions when a religious organisation has done something bad and that a protest is justified. It might be a financial scandal, sexual abuse scandal, whatever, so we don't want to outlaw that because sometimes it is necessary, very rarely. I can start my comments with a point of partial agreement. The Libertarian Party is a strong supporter of private property rights, and therefore we agree with the general principle that people should not be blocked from entering private property, though we note that this principle should and already does apply to all private property and not simply places of worship. These extra laws are unnecessary. New South Wales already has more laws than any person could realistically read in their lifetime, and introducing extra laws to double ban a type of action that is vanishingly rare is not a serious attempt at good governance. Like the rest of the bills we are considering today, this law is about political grandstanding rather than trying to genuinely solve a problem. The second part of this bill is more egregious and would be made even more so with the proposed Liberal amendments. The right to public assembly is a fundamental right of free people in a free society, and that right should not be contingent on government approval or proximity to certain types of private property, or in the case of the Liberal amendments, wearing approved types of clothes and paying a fee to the government you are protesting against. The balance between the rights of citizens and the power of police are already dangerously slanted away from ordinary people, and it is noteworthy that when it comes to balancing the interests of people and the police, the government action invariably shifts the power away from the people. This one-way ratchet towards ever-growing government control is an example of the proverbial frog in boiling water, where each new change appears minor, but the cumulative impact of many such moves creates a world that is much less free than our ancestors enjoyed. The Libertarian Party will stand against this never-ending creep of government power. We already have too many laws. The police already have too much power. At a bare minimum, these laws should have a sunset clause. These proposals are not solutions that are designed. These proposals are non-solutions that are designed to win votes rather than protect people. So we oppose the bill, and we shall be moving some amendments.